Hey everyone, Rhodes Perry here from Rhodes Perry Consulting. I wanted to prepare another centering practice for those of you who follow my work on Substack, through my newsletter, through my website at rhodesperry.com. Wherever you're finding me online, this is a gift to you and to those who might be in your community, on your team, inside of the workplace. In this moment of collective trauma, I've written extensively about collective trauma and our collective care practices that are both available to you through the online writing that I do, and also through my online community, the Belonging membership community. And this season, we are offering Thursday centering practices, given all that is going on in our world. For those of us who live in the United States, there is so much collective trauma that we are struggling with, quite honestly. And for some of us, we're really trying to just process and metabolize so many feelings that largely center around grief and loss. And that's my focus for this week, is to kind of look in at this collective grieving that we are doing, and recognizing that right now, for some of our leaders in Washington, D.C., really out of alignment with what our mission is here in the United States. And that is summed up so brilliantly in our Declaration of Independence. So, keeping that in mind, keeping that spirit in mind, when we are in the grip of collective trauma, when we are in the grip of collective grieving, and we don't have space to process, right? This centering practice is available to each and every one of us individually, to get in those reps so that when life throws things at us that certainly is out of alignment with our vision for the day, the week, or the year, and it might be out of our collective vision for where we want to go as a group of people, certainly those of us living in the United States, moving in that direction towards freedom. How do we return to center? Even when we're feeling all of these big emotions, right? The emotions aren't bad, right? We want to run them through our bodies. We want to feel them in our bodies. We don't want to numb out. We want to remain aware, right? And we want to be intentional about what we do in these moments. This is that practice to return to presence ourselves. So I invite you, to participate in this in the ways that feel most available to you. I'll be doing this practice standing, and I encourage those of you who can to please stand. If it's easier to remain seated, you're welcome to do that. Most importantly, if you are seated, please make sure both of your feet are planted firmly on the ground and that your knees are hips width distance apart. Those of us standing, I'm going to be leading us through this practice. So similar, right? Similar, we want to make sure our feet are planted on the ground if we're standing. So hopefully you're not doing a headstand. And also really feel gravity, right? Feel the gravity of the earth kind of running down from your hips down into your legs. So drop into your legs, really feel them. And you may want to have just like a slight bend in your knees, right? That's a really nice position to be in as we begin this practice. Now, different than meditation, and we do some mindfulness practices on Thursdays. This is a practice where we keep our eyes open, soft gaze. You certainly don't have to look at the screen. So if there's a beautiful window, right, like looking out into nature, I invite you to do that. There's a window right behind my computer screen here. Also, if there's a photo, of someone that you love on the wall, or a beautiful piece of artwork, go ahead and take that in. This is a soft gaze, so you don't want to be fixated on what you're looking at. To softly gaze upon it so that you can take in more of your peripheral vision. You can take in more of the space that's surrounding you. And that's where we begin in our centering practice. We're going to do something slightly different this time, where we're going to begin with tapping. So we'll start just with our fingertips, at the top of our head, and just some light tapping at the top of our head, and really feel the fingertips, right? The fingertips just kind of in a nice rhythmic pattern. You don't have to go super fast or slow, but just like a steady pace. Feel that rhythm and feel that vibration at the top of your head, at the crown of your head. We'll do this for a few seconds, right? So just kind of take in, and as you're doing this, notice your breath too. Notice the quality of your breath. You don't have to change it. You don't have to do anything different, but just notice. And as you're noticing that, we can move to the bridge, or the brow above our eyes, right? So right above your eyebrows, right? Just this kind of ridge that is on your forehead. And as you do this tapping, it can almost be like if you remember typewriters, old-fashioned typewriter, you're just kind of going towards the center of your forehead and then extending out towards your temples. Again, it's like a nice steady pace of tapping here. And enjoy this sensation, right? Notice if you feel a certain temperature of your fingertips touching your forehead. And I can tell you mine right now are a little chilled. So we still have some lingering days of winter upon us, right? So if that's you as well here in the northern hemisphere, welcome to winter. It's still happening, right? And just notice this sensation, this tapping. And we'll move our tapping rhythm down below our eyes, right? Just you might feel your cheekbones here, slightly below your eyes. So again, towards your nose and then out towards the sides, almost towards your ears. And you might feel your cheekbone here, your cheekbones. And what does that sensation feel like compared to where you just were? Notice if there's any internal dialogue happening at this point, and all you have to do is notice it, right? These are just thoughts, gaining some awareness of, oh, okay, that's what's going on here. And you can just turn the volume of those stories, those thoughts down, right? And really be with the sensations, the felt sensations in your body. And from here, we'll go to our upper lip, and you can just hold steady, like right above your upper lip. Again, notice the sensations here. For anybody with a little facial hair, notice the sensations, maybe the pokiness of that. And then we'll move right down below our lower lip. So on our chin. And feeling the tapping sensations here. What's coming up for you? Can you feel this, right? Is there a numbness? All of this is just good information about what's happening in your body right now. And again, notice the quality of your breath. What is your breath doing right now without trying to change it, without trying to make it something that it's not? Just notice that. And then our last position is just right heart center, right? Right beneath our collarbones. Kind of go towards your heart center and then kind of broaden out. Maybe feel an extra width here in the heart. Waking up this felt sensation in the heart center. What's going on for you here? And I like to close my eyes when I'm doing the tapping. It's just like a nice feeling here. So if that were you, if you too closed your eyes in this moment, I welcome you just to open up again. Remember finding that soft gaze, maybe looking out a window, maybe looking at a piece of art or a photo, something on your wall, and just notice that. From here, you can stop the tapping, maybe drop your arms to the sides of your body. If you're seated, hands in your lap. Notice what's different. Notice what's different now. Feeling that maybe the vibration lingering from the tapping. Notice where you feel it in your body. And with our breath, let's take a breath in and draw up from the earth, right? Draw up from what's beneath your feet and feel that breath coming through the soles of your feet all the way up to the crown of your head. And then on the exhale, from the crown of your head, all the way out through the soles of your feet. And just notice, what is the quality of your breath now? Breath in, really filling up your body, and a breath out, sending out through the soles of your feet. As you continue this breathing, right, along the length of your body, inhale in, all the way up to the crown of the head, exhale out, all the way out through the soles of your feet. I want you to notice feelings, notice sensations, emotions, right? Maybe there's some things that you're processing in your body that you no longer need. So as you feel into those, on your next exhale, go ahead and send those out through the soles of your feet into the earth. And again, you can take a breath in and go ahead and send those things that no longer serve you out through the soles of your feet. Really having trust in the earth, that whatever that is that you need to process and move through your body, exhaling them out, trusting that the earth has the capacity to take all of those things and transform them, right? Transform them into beautiful flowers, the things that might be starting to poke up. Again, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, right? This kind of transition from winter into spring. So again, inhaling in. And as you inhale in, go ahead and resource from the earth the things that you need in this moment. So inhaling that in through the soles of your feet, up through your body, all the way up to the crown of your head, right? And maybe feeling those things vibrating, right? Maybe it's more love, more self-compassion, more kindness, more patience. So go ahead and ask that of the earth. So draw that up through your feet on your next inhale and really feel your body reorganizing around what you're asking from the earth. On those exhales, to send out again the things that no longer serve you. And on the inhale, go ahead and draw up from the earth the things that you're asking for, the things that you need. Maybe a healthy dose of bravery in this moment, right? So breathing in, just feel that fill up your body, feel your body organize around it, and feeling this length, this extra length, maybe a few more millimeters between your vertebrae, right? Maybe your posture is slightly different. Like on this vertical line, this dignity line, where do you wear dignity in your body? Where does it live? So feeling that, trusting your body, trusting what it's feeling. Maybe being curious if you're not feeling, being curious to the numbness. And as we center along this vertical line, we're also going to unfurl out widthwise. So from our right side to our left side, maybe kind of swaying side to side and just kind of feeling, okay, where's off center? And then where is my center? Where's that Goldilocks? Where's that middle ground, right? And unfurling from your heart center out and unfurling of your shoulders out. Breath, just notice what happened to your breath there. And if you'd like, you can extend your arms out, right arm, left arm out into the room and the space around you. And your next inhale, draw your breath into your heart center. And on the exhale, go ahead and shoot that breath out through your fingertips. Breath in through the heart. Breath out through your fingertips. And feel into your heart center. Feel into this space where you belong. This is your home. What does that feel like in your body? What does it feel like to belong to your body? And as you exhale your breath out through your fingertips, notice your fingertips. Can you feel them? Can you feel the energy running through your index finger, your middle finger, your ring finger, your pinky finger, your thumb? Maybe feeling into your palms. Feel that life force. Feel your hands connected to the space around them. Feel that boundary from your body to the room. And feel into the space that you're listening to this. Feel into the space that you're in and feel a connection to it. In this moment, feel your sense of safety. Notice this present moment. Notice that in this moment, everything's okay. And feel that connection again to the space around you. Maybe you're listening in your home, maybe a workplace, maybe in your car, and feel this sense of connection, this sense of belonging in the space that you find yourself in right now. And then in this extension in our width, right? Feel an extension in this virtual space, whether you're listening or watching, feeling a sense of connection together. Breath in through your heart, and then go ahead and send that breath out through your fingertips. And if you have your arms extended, you can go ahead and bring them back to your sides. If you're seated, place them back in your lap. And from here, go ahead and send breath down into the backs of your heels. Feel this backside of your body. Breath in, up through the backs of your calves, the backs of your thighs. Breath in through the backs of your buttocks, the backs of your sacrum. Feel the back of your spinal column, all the way up to your shoulder blades. And then imagine that there are two hands, one hand on your right shoulder blade, one hand on your left. There's a presence of someone behind you, and this is a loving presence. Imagine that this is someone that you love, someone either alive with us, with you today, or someone that's no longer here. Maybe this is someone that you know as an ancestor, but you may have never met. And really feel those hands on your back, on your shoulder blades. Maybe feel them pressing into the clothing on your shoulder blades and feel the warmth on your skin. What does it feel like to feel this kind of support from someone that loves you? Go ahead and send breath there. Notice where you feel this in your body. Notice this present moment, this sense of connection and sense of support. And go ahead and send that feeling, those feelings into the center part of your body. So really filling up from behind you to the front of you, filling up that middle space in this present moment. So breath in through your feet. Feel the air filling up your entire body, from the feet, the tips of your toes, all the way up to the tip of your nose into the crown of your head. On the exhale, go ahead and again and send things out that you no longer need. A breath in, go ahead and fill up that space again. And a breath out. What feelings are present right now in your body, and where are they present? Notice if there's numbness. Where in the body is there numbness? And then to the front of your body, the tips of your toes, all the way up to the tip of your nose, and back down again. Feel the front part of your body lighting up, maybe your kneecaps, maybe the tips of your ears, the front of your forehead. What are you noticing in the front of your heart space? And breathe into that. Maybe place a hand on your chest and maybe a hand below your navel. And go ahead and breathe into your navel, and then through your hand. So a breath in through your belly, and then a breath in through your heart. And exhale. Breath in through your belly, in through your heart. Exhale. Belly, heart, exhale. And then just notice, let your breath go back to its natural flow. What's the quality like now? What does it feel like to trust your body on what your next move is? Trusting that inner intuition, that knowing, the knowing that comes from your gut. What does it feel like to trust yourself? And go ahead and place both hands beneath your navel, right underneath your navel, maybe 2 inches. And send breath through there. So breath in through the belly, and then exhale. A breath in through the belly, and then exhale. And in this moment, I want you to feel into this question. Feel it in your body. What is most important to you right now? What is most important to you in this present moment? What is most important to you? Where do you feel this in your body? What is your body telling you? And then what I'd like you to do is go ahead and send both palms down towards the ground. So maybe just a slight width in your arms, not all the way up, but just slightly out. And go ahead and extend towards the ground. And I want you to send your gratitude to the ground right now. What are you grateful for that comes from the ground? Maybe it's the flowers that are about to emerge through spring. Maybe it's the beans that help provide nutrients to the soil. Maybe it's all the delicious food that comes from the earth, all of the nourishing food that comes from the earth. Go ahead and send your gratitude to the earth. And maybe say it out loud. What are you grateful for that is from the earth? And then extend gratitude in this space, gratitude for each other. The gratitude that I have for you for making the time to find your center in this present moment. Maybe the gratitude that you have for yourself for making time to put yourself first, to put your felt senses, to put your body first, to regulate, to find some inner peace. And then go ahead and extend your hands up towards the sky, sending gratitude up towards the stars, up towards the biggest star that we can see, our sun, and all of the life that it allows to flourish on this planet. Maybe extend gratitude to the greater mystery of this experience of being human, and any other things that you are grateful for that come from above. And maybe send that back down to your heart. Before we close our centering practice, I want to read a poem, and this is from John Donahue. And this is about winter and spring. And here's how it goes. Within the grip of winter, it is almost impossible to imagine the spring. The gray, perished landscape is shorn of color. Only bleakness meets the eye. Everything seems severe and edged. Winter is the oldest season. It has some quality of the absolute. Yet beneath the surface of winter, the miracle of spring is already in preparation. The cold is relenting. Seeds are waking up. Colors are beginning to imagine how they will return. Then, imperceptibly, somewhere one bug opens and the symphony of renewal is no longer reversible. From the black heart of winter, a miraculous, breathing plenitude of color emerges. The beauty of nature insists on taking its time. Everything is prepared, nothing is rushed. The rhythm of emergence is a gradual, slow beat, always inching its way forward. Change remains faithful to itself until the new unfolds in the full confidence of true arrival. Because nothing is abrupt, the beginning of spring nearly always catches us unawares. It is there before we see it, and then we can look nowhere without seeing it. So look to nature in this moment where there's a lot of big feelings that are happening, a lot of collective trauma, a lot of collective grieving. It almost feels like we're stuck in the grip of winter without the promise of spring. And just like nature, just like these changes of seasons, there's a transformation underway. And this transformation, the kind of transformation that we have the potential to experience together collectively, starts within us. So as things seem darkest right now, find that inner trust in yourself, find that inner power, and believe in it. Believe in that power, find community, and believe in each other, that you have everything that it takes to show up in this moment. Because the time is now to see what we can really do. And I believe in you, and I believe in us. So if you find this helpful, please consider joining us on a Thursday practice in community together. This is a community where we practice collective care. It's one of the greatest sources of medicine that we have right now. So I hope to see you there. I hope that you continue following my work. And if it's helpful to you, and if you think it could be helpful to a friend, a colleague, someone that you love, please share it. So thank you. And thanks again for making the time for yourself. And together we are growing a belonging movement. And I'm so grateful you're a part of it. Take care.